Welcome back. Today we're going to make a portrait of Pocahontas. So let's get started. I'm first going to start with a curved line for her eye and leave some space in between, and then I'm going to make another curved line on this side for her other eye, and then in the middle of that curved line here we're going to round out kind of an oval shape that's cut off by the curved line on the top. Same thing on this side, oval shape, and you kind of want to make those about the same size. We'll leave a highlight in the corner of the eyes and then fill in the space around the highlight. Okay, and then we can bring a curved line on the bottom for the bottom shape of her eye here, and we'll bring one around this side as well. Above her eyes, we're going to bring a curved line. Now this curved line is going to be kind of toward the inside, above her eye, and I'm going to start with the diagonal right there, a small diagonal, and then bring this line slanted up. It's going to be wider on the inside, and then as I get toward about this part here, I'm going to just bend it over here, or bend it over toward this side and then back in. Same thing on the other eye. Again, slight slant this way, bring these lines diagonally up. As I get here, I'm just going to bend this line out the other way. All right, this is the center of the face. I'm going to bring two curved lines out toward the ends there like that for her nose, and then drop down just a slight bit more, and we're going to start with just a little bump line there and then bring it up on the sides and kind of out and up on the sides. Give her a little kind of turn here for the ends of her mouth, and then a line across for kind of a smile here, and then her bottom lip curves around like that. All right, moving further down, and we'll point the kind of the center of her chin, bringing a diagonal line up along this side, and also a diagonal line up along this side. And her face is basically a pentagon, so I'm going to bring this line up and stop about here, and I'll bring a curved line out for her ear, and then back in, and we'll come back to that in a moment. And on this side, I'm going to bring this line again up, and then a curved line out on this side, and back in for her other ear. As I get to here, I'm just going to bring this line back up, and we're going to bring this line diagonally across the top, and we'll stop, and we'll come back to that in a second. Here, I'm going to bring a kind of a pointed line down, and then a curved line slightly in, and then we're going to flip that curved line this way, and then kind of a straight line across the top to meet the other side. Leaving a little space in between here, right at this angle, I'm going to draw a kind of a bump line up and just kind of swing this line all the way back in and down for this side of her hair. And on this side, we'll just kind of round it out and bring it down along the side of her ear. As I get a little past her ear, I'm going to bring it in toward the bottom of her chin here. At this point, we'll draw a line down for her neck. And on this side as well, kind of where the center of her eye is, a little bit further out, curved line out for her neck. At this point here, we'll make her necklace, which is a line that kind of curves in to a point and then back up to meet the other side of her neck. Wider at the base, at the outside of her shoulder here, and then bring it in toward kind of a curved pointed line, and then back up on this side. All right, and let's just bring out some lines for her shoulders and drop them off there. Let's kind of just thicken up this line for her eye. It's a little emphasized a bit further, the tops of her eyes here. All right, at this point, we're going to start to add some color. So I'm first going to start with her skin tone. I'm going to use a color called Goldenrod for this. And before I do the skin tone, I want to do one more detail for her ear, kind of a curved line in the inside of her ear, kind of down, and then kind of a curved line up. All right. And going in with the goldenrod here, I'm just going to kind of outline her face here, all along the top, and then the sides, her ear, and her chin here, and I'm going to outline around her mouth and around her eyes. Okay, let's also outline her neck. All right, now I'm just going to fill in that area with the thicker side of the marker. Just using a broad marker stroke to go back and forth to fill in that space. Okay, for her eyebrows, I'm going to use a slightly darker brown color. For her lips, I'm going to be using a pink color. For her hair, I'm going to be using a black. And I'll just outline that space first. And this is a good way to kind of clean up some of those edges if I went out of the lines a little bit with the color I was using for her skin. Kind of just go and kind of cover that up with the darker color, which is easy to do. And let's use the wider side of the marker here to fill in the space in between here. And these are just some large broad strokes. Her hair is very kind of flowy and it comes all the way out here. So however you want to make the hair just kind of blowing in the wind as it usually looks in the movie. All right, just fill up the top area here. For the necklace, I'm going to be using a blue color. So again, it doesn't have to be the exact colors I'm using. Any sort of blue will work for this. She usually kind of wears a kind of a teal color necklace. But again, any sort of a blue color would work, really. All right. And I also want to add kind of the top part of her dress. She's going to kind of hang off of her shoulder and come across to the other side, and do a little line like that. And that is going to be kind of a darker brown color. And then I'm just going to go ahead and fill in the rest of the space with the skin tone color across here. I hope you guys really enjoyed this one. Again, a portrait of Pocahontas. Give it a try. It's a lot of fun. See you next time.